Yeah, we started with a feeling that was, yeah, like the not good enough feeling, which was very closely tied to being alone, which is closely tied to feeling abandoned. Where does it come from? Well, those are feelings. So I was looking for a way how to go inside, so to speak. And and then we went to the 5-year-old. Notice that we did a lot of work with the adult and the child. Like a big part of the regression work in this case was the adult went back to the younger you. Larissa, you as an adult went back. The child was dancing and smiling on your lap, yeah. Right? I said, what's happening now? The instruction was, I want you to explain everything to the younger child that you can explain from being an adult. Explain everything to the younger child that she needs to know now, so she calms down, so she gets the well-being back. So that took a couple of minutes. In that process, I asked her, so what's happening now? She's dancing on my lap. And she's smiling. So you echo that back and say, now you're going to say something about a lesson. So notice that the adult was teaching the child or having a conversation, reconnecting now with the inner child, so that it healed her or calmed her down. Depending on the context or where you're working with, you can give specific suggestions so that the adult is going to the younger child. Then I said, the younger you has got also a great lesson for you about having fun and being silly, along the lines of that. Yeah, that is also what you saw in the demonstration of the Days of Wonder technique. There you can do amazing work with the client. Sometimes transformations happen there. You don't know exactly sometimes where specifically big things happen. Sometimes it's a lot of things in a row. Sometimes, bang, there something clicked or something happened. If you want to know that beforehand, yeah, then you use your conscious mind. You don't know, just go into it. You see, so here you can do a lot of work. So the child teaches the adult teaches the child. Good. So then, I actually let the adult go inside her because I wasn't satisfied with some of the memories to find the emotion. So I was still looking for something to work with. That's why I deepened the trance big time here. I let her associate in a 3-year-old, and there, whoosh, basically you experienced, hey, something is happening with me. There was a lot of emotional release. Yeah, I think you can remember that. Your voice pointed a little bit away towards me. It was like, there you got the emotion I was looking for, actually, that I wanted to have in the beginning. But it's okay, it will show itself. So then we could work some more with the information. I talked directly to the 5-year-old, basically to say, give me some information about what's going on. To apply that and use that further on in the regression, just to get a better sight on it, to understand it better, what's going on. Okay. So then we had the safety. And notice before this loop how many things already had happened. Make sense? How many things you already done before you do the safety to safety loop. Well, then that was fun, to go. So this experience that was so loaded before already neutralized quite a bit because of the conversation between the adult and the child. The safety to safety was just an extra feature, almost, in the experience to go through. Right? I said, what kind of experience? It's fun, you said, right? So then, maybe 10 times or something, speed it up. Then you did it yourself. Your client do it yourself, 3 to 5 times quickly. You saw the smile. You could see a lot of increasing color and many changes in your face. Very deep peace, very deep relaxation, like something from the inside slowly opened up more and more and more and more and more.
You were like totally for my whole body that was just bizarre.
Yeah,
I
could see that.
Yeah, I was having a very strange body experience. It was very cool.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so you can see those changes with your own eyes if you are close. Maybe you've seen that consciously or unconsciously. Okay, then the integration process. Oh, the forgiveness first, and then the integration process. Notice I told her we're going to integrate soon, or you're going to integrate soon. This and this and this going to happen, but before, forgive everybody. Notice one very important point about forgiveness is when you have your client in the frame of mind, he or she is forgiving all the people. You need to take themselves too as the last person. Have you forgiven everybody? Yes. Now it's time to forgive the younger you. Right? So there, especially in this case, that was very important to do. There also I could see big breakthroughs. Emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, whateverly, a lotly. Which is good because it had to do with the theme also where you have chosen to work with today.
Yeah, I dragged in my neighbor girls. I had.
So you forgive yourself right now. About everything you've done in the past is easy for you, right? So you can stop self-criticizing yourself. Basically, when people have a lot of self-criticism, which many people have, it comes from, I'm actually quite angry on myself. That is what you was. That's played also along, right? Self-acceptance also is a big part. I wonder what kind of a person forgives herself.
That was interesting.
Yeah, then you went very deep. I could almost see your face coming apart in the molecules. Yeah. And then you came back with an answer, an accepting person. An accepting person. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you echo that back. Yeah, yeah. So then the integration took place. Let the inner child grow up fully and completely. Fully and completely. Resources of the adult inner child. She nodded her head, yes. So you give the suggestion, do this. When you're done, nod your head. Great, nod your head. Excellent, very good. Notice that while the processes are going on, you say a lot, very good, excellent. You're doing a great job, wonderful. Every time, very good, that's it. If you wonder why I said that, or when I say it, or why I say it, especially after this, you say, that's right, very good. Good. Then I blitzed, when she nodded her yes, the inner child, or the younger you fully grew up. I blitzed her about everything. Then we went into the future. That might be a new thing. Teach the unconscious mind already to go into the future in a situation where in the past it might have been a little bit challenging. And see how you deal that perfectly now. So they already have a training, they already have an experience from the new perspectives, from the new feelings, from the new identity. A mentalization in the future. Basically a future memory is that. You're creating a future memory already. Unconscious mind doesn't know the difference between imagined reality or real reality. So on the unconscious level, you already have been in a situation being the new you that you are, that's accepting. In such a way that you handle the situation perfectly. To be who you are, to do what you want, to feel what you want. You can do more mentalizations or future memories. Because then it looks like there is a new timeline in your mind now. You that can hear my voice. You already have been in the future now, being the new you. Isn't that amazing? It's like you wake up and sometimes you don't even remember your dreams. You know? Sometimes you wake up, you don't know what you've dreamt, right? But you know you have dreamt something. It's just like that. And it feels good. And then it was 1 up till 5. And then we did a demo. We did a debrief, and now it's now. So we're back into the present.
On the 1 through 5, you gave the suggestion that when you come up, you'll feel like a huge weight has been lifted off your shoulders.
Yeah, those type of suggestions are always good to give when they wake up. 1, X, Y, Z. 2, X, Y, Z. 3, X, Y, Z. 4, X, Y, Z. 5, that's right. You can fill that in with your own creativity. It's a little blitz, you could say, between 1 up to 5. Very good. So that's the days of wonder, but then translated in a classic hypnotherapeutic regression technique that you can use.